Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you are joining us, and we're always glad to welcome in our favorite dietitian, April Sins. Hello, April.
Hello, Keith. How are you this morning?
I am well. It's April with apples.
So we have April, we have apples, and we have an apron. So like this could be the perfect combination for learning about the letter A today, right? If we were going to write a book.
Right. It's the app with AP.
Yes, exactly. We're going to have some fun this morning. We're going to be talking all about how to keep warm in this wintry, cooler weather.
Yeah.
And so I have three ways. One way is going to be a warm apple oatmeal.
Ooh.
And then the other ways are going to be some tea ideas, and then a hot chocolate. So a lot of times we think about the hot chocolate first, but let's think about these other ways first.
Sure.
So what I'm going to do is I have a pan right here. I'm going to cook some apples. So this is going to be like a nice hot breakfast type of idea. Sometimes you might want to have this in the evening, or you might want to have this as a snack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some apples inside of a saucepan. I have sliced up 2 different kinds of apples. You can use whatever kind is your favorite kind. I have the red apples. I think that's a Fuji one. And then I have a green apple. There's so many different types of apples. Use whichever ones that you like. I'm going to put these in the saucepan. And what I love about this is that it's going to give you like those baked apple type of vibes.
Mm.
So I have that in that saucepan. I'm going to put a little bit of butter in there with it. Just use whatever is your preferred kind, just a little small amount to give it a little bit of moisture inside of the pan. And then we're also going to be putting in a little bit of Rouses cinnamon, ground cinnamon in there. You can already think about the cinnamon, the apples, and a little bit of that butter. It's going to be kind of tasting like the apple pie kind of vibes, which is perfect for the holiday season. And not only that, is you're going to have your kitchen smelling so delicious with those fall flavors. So while that's cooking on a low flame, we just want to soften those apples up and just sort of get them ready for that oatmeal. You can put your oatmeal, I put it in the microwave. I put a little bit of water in my oatmeal. You can put milk if you want to. And then I cook it for about 3 minutes, and it's the whole oats. We're going to add to that, but first we're going to make our hot chocolate. Okay. Now, a lot of people when they think of hot chocolate, they think about like the packets, which Rouses has the packets of hot chocolate. But some people say, you know what, I wish my hot chocolate maybe had some more protein in it. I wish my hot chocolate maybe had less sugar in it. And the solution is going to be this Move milk, which you can find in the dairy department at Rouses next to the other milks. Move milk is an ultra-filtered milk. So it has that lactose-free aspect about it because it's ultra-filtered. And then this chocolate milk has 23 grams of protein. All you have to do is just put some in a microwave safe dish and heat it up in the microwave, and you have hot chocolate ready to go. And then you can top it. I've had this kind of sitting for a few minutes. So you can top it with a little bit of whipped cream. You know, I know we're having less sugar, but just a little bit of whipped cream to make it look pretty on the top. And then you could have just kind of like, you know, you can either have some nuts and blueberries with it or something like that, or you could have your favorite little peppermint type of treat next with that. So it makes such a nice flavor profile.
Right.
And it's very, very simple. I mean, you literally just heat it up. I'm just stirring my apples a little bit, and now we're going to go to the tea. Okay. So I'm going to show you a couple of types of tea. So we have 2 different brands that I'm highlighting this month, and I think with the lighting you can see that this one's called Twinings tea, and this one is called Bigelow tea. And this is a green tea. And what's great about tea is there are so many different flavor aspects to them. You can find, like, this one has like a mango mixed flavor in it, and this one has a honey and vanilla. But what I love about tea is that it's a nice warm way. Now, if you're drinking tea in the evening, you know, maybe go for the decaf tea, and that way, you know, it doesn't keep you up. But if you're drinking it in the morning, you can grab your favorite one. But what I love about tea is you just, you know, put it in there, let it steep, and then you have those nice flavor profiles. And you could add in like either your favorite low sugar type of sweetener or whatever you like to add to your tea. So those are a few highlights of some different things that you can find at Rouses right now, and look for some great deals on those as well. Let's get back to the oatmeal.
Okay.
And so with the oatmeal, we have those apples. Now, literally, I just put those in a pan. You can see how beautiful they really turn out. Mm-hmm. And I have some that I actually have cooked already that are a little bit softer. And I'm going to put those inside of this bowl of oatmeal. And then I'm going to grab some Rouses maple syrup.
Ooh.
Put a little bit of the maple syrup on there for some, just to sweeten it up and give it some nice, beautiful flavors in there. And then a tiny bit of sea salt. And what the sea salt does is it makes the sweetness of the other things, like the apple and like the maple syrup, it makes the sweetness come out a little bit more. And there you have just a beautiful, really easy type of breakfast. You have some teas, you have some hot chocolate, really great ways and super simple ways to stay warm in the cooler weather.
And nice and healthy. The chocolate milk has got more protein in it. The teas I've used, those are wonderful. I bought both of those before. And now we just need to try those apples that have been cooked down and nice and soft with a little bit of maple syrup and the accent of salt to accentuate the flavors. Some wonderful ideas, April. We appreciate it as always.
Thank you so much, Keith.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Eat Right with Rouses. But don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming right here on HTV.
Rouses Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouses.